of the Book of Isaiah. The Book of Isaiah is a profound prophetic work that serves as a theological epic, spanning a critical period in Judah's history. Approximately 740 to 700 BC and beyond. Its core message is the dramatic tension between God's righteous judgment and his gracious redemption. The prophet Isaiah ministers in Jerusalem against a backdrop of rampant social injustice, religious hypocrisy, and political panic. As the superpower Assyria threatens to destroy the kingdom, Judah's leaders seek safety in fragile military alliances rather than in God. Isaiah's response is a sweeping vision. The nation's sin demands a severe, purifying judgment, and exile and devastation becomes inevitable. Yet thankfully, this judgment is not the final word. Interwoven within its severe tones and warnings are majestic promises of a future hope that extends far beyond the immediate crisis. This hope centers on two key figures. First, and most importantly, the coming Messiah. Described as both a righteous king in the line and tradition of the great King David, the Prince of Peace, and also as the mysterious suffering servant who will bear the sins of the people, establishing a new covenant, not through intimidation and violence, but through humility and sacrifice. Second, the faithful remnant. These are the small group who will trust God, survive the judgment, and become the nucleus of a restored people. The book culminates in a breathtaking vision of universal redemption. God will not only redeem his people but will also usher in a new creation, where peace and justice will reign eternally. The central theological assertion in the book of Isaiah is the absolute sovereignty and holiness of the God of Israel, who uses even pagan empires to accomplish his purposes and whose salvation is destined for all nations. In essence and in compelling style, Isaiah presents the entire biblical narrative in miniature. Israel's sin and rebellion lead to exile, but God's unwavering love provides a path of atonement and restoration, ultimately leading to a renewed world.
Behold, my servant shall succeed, and lifted high be he, exalted now he stands supreme, in true authority. As many were astonished at his face and form so marred, so shall he startle many kings, his glory seen afar. Who has believed the report we heard, the truth to us made known, on whom was Yahweh's arm revealed, his saving power shone, for like a tender root he grew, in dry and barren land, no form or majesty had he, that we should him demand. Despised he was and shunned by men, a man of grief and pain. We hid our faces far from him, and scorned his holy name. He bore our sorrows and our griefs, our sickness and our woes, yet we esteemed him stricken there by God's almighty blows. But he was wounded for our sins, for our transgressions crushed. The chastisement that brought our peace upon his soul was rushed, and by the stripes that tore his flesh, our healing has been wrought. We all like sheep had gone astray, to ruin we were brought. The Lord has laid on him the guilt, the iniquity of all. He was oppressed and yet he bowed, and answered not their call. As a lamb before the shearer's knife, so silent he was led. By unjust judgment he was snatched from land of living dead. They made his grave with wicked men, but with the rich in death. Though he had done no violence, nor drew deceitful breath, Yet it was Yahweh's perfect will to bruise him and to grieve, to make his soul an offering and sinners to reprieve. He shall behold his offspring, and lengthen out his days. The will of Lord shall prosper in his hand to endless praise, because his soul was made a guilt offering, poured out to die. He shall divide the spoil with strong and bear his prize on high.